have backup. I need 2 cameras.
I know, right? I mean, at least I'm not getting a certificate in technology use.
Right.
I would not expect to pass at the end of next year. But hey, a certificate in perseverance, I got that.
Absolutely. 100%.
All right, so namaste, yogis. Welcome, welcome to our slow flow karma class. I will ask that you all make your way into a reclining position so that we can do our breath work, our pranayama. Okay, come on in. Just start to settle in, so find a spot. And we'll begin on our backs for our pranayama. Okay, so allow the eyes to gently close, or option to soften the gaze to the tops of the cheeks. Take a deep breath in through the nose, audible exhale out the mouth. Beautiful, one more time, deep breath in. On your exhale, release, allow the body to get heavy into the earth. And give yourselves permission to arrive at your practice. Letting go of your day, your week so far. And letting go of anything yet to come. Practice releasing the yesterdays and the tomorrows so that you can show up and be present in the now. Begin to mentally scan over the physical body from head to toe, reciting to yourselves all the points of contact that your body makes with the earth or maybe a prop. See how specific you can get, as this helps us to practice our proprioception, our body awareness. The more specific you get, the more detailed the image of self in your mind's eye becomes. Make sure that you also check in with front body, as well as mental, emotional body. Creating a complete idea of self in your mind's eye. But also becoming aware of anything that may have followed you here to your mat. You could practice detaching from, releasing, at least while we practice together. Now, as we begin to let go of any distractions in our room, or any distractions beyond this space or in your personal private worlds, we'll instead turn the awareness inward, finding a focus on the breath. Beginning to observe the breath in its natural occurrence. Noticing any subtleties of the breath, pace, rhythm, texture. Where in your body can you feel your breath move? How far along can you follow the breath? Now, with your next inhale, begin to encourage the breath to deepen and lengthen. Coming to our complete belly breath. For every inhale, we send the breath deep into the belly. It expands, navel rises. We fill in through the ribs and the chest. And every exhale, releasing air from the chest, the ribs, lastly the belly, actively drawing the navel in towards the spine to help press the air back out. Always have the option to bring hands gently to the torso, belly and or chest, if that helps you to feel where in your body your breath is moving. Mindful as you observe your breath, not to judge or critique, but just to learn about what shows up for you. As you continue with this complete belly breath, deepening and lengthening your respirations, the mind will continue to send you thoughts and ideas and maybe even images. It's not about turning the mind off during our pranayama or any meditation. It's about practicing non-attachment to those mental distractions. I don't know about you, but I appreciate that practice does not mean perfect. Because there will be times when you get distracted away from your breath, when you wander off down some rabbit hole. Anytime you recognize that that has occurred for you, with loving kindness, release whatever distracted you. Guide the awareness back to that belly breath. We are all here to practice. We'll complete our pranayama with a round of lion's breath. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. On your exhale, open the mouth big, stick out the tongue, make some sound. No one's watching. Allowing your breath to return to its natural pace and rhythm. Checking in with breath. Notice if there's been any subtle shift or change, breath, body, or mind. If no change is observed, that's okay. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. We'll start to bring our awareness back into the room and back into our physical bodies, inviting subtle movements, wiggling through the fingers and the toes, and circling out the wrists and ankles, reaching the arms up overhead, finding a full body stretch from fingers to toes. And mindfully hugging the knees in towards the chest. I'll invite you to make your way over onto your favorite side, coming into a fetal position with the eyes closed. Pausing here to allow the body to fully awaken and reacclimate, I invite you to take advantage of this moment and set an intention for your practice this evening. However that shows up for you. Follow your instinct. And as you feel ready, use the strength of the upper body to press yourselves up, coming to meet in Sukhasana, easy seat. And at any time during our practice you feel that I'm yelling unnecessarily, just let me know. Because right now it's like having to ear plug in one ear, and so I'm trying to hear myself as I normally do. Good luck. Beautiful. So welcome. Any requests for today's practice? Parts of the body or any asana you want to get to know a little bit better? All right, I had a plan, so if no one brought anything, don't worry, I am prepared. Sitting up nice and tall, grounding through our sits bones, lengthening through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, elbows draw back and down. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. On the exhale, float them all the way back down. There's our pattern. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to cactus. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, release all the way. 2 more, just like this. Engaging the core, releasing the muscles of the face. Last one. Beautiful. With your next inhale, left arm reaches up and over to the right, keeping that right hand grounding to the earth. Feel the body lift out of that left hip and sideways, while keeping the sits bone grounding into the mat. With your next inhale, come back up through center, both arms reach up. On your exhale, twist to the right towards the windows. Beautiful. Sit up nice and tall. Option to look back over the right shoulder if the body's comfortable with sending the twist up the length of the neck. Bring awareness to breath here in this seated twist. Observe how breath shows up differently when we twist through the torso. Now keep the left hand to right knee. On your next inhale, right arm reaches up, crossing it over. Opposite knee will tuck the chin, lengthen the back. With your next inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale to release the left hand. Right fingers reach up and over to the left. Top shoulder rolling back, open up the chest. Make room for that heart. And with your next inhale, coming back through center, both arms reach up. On your exhale, take the twist to the left. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulder blades down the back ribs. Awareness of breath. Keeping right hand to left knee. Inhale, left arm reaches up, cross it over, tuck the chin. Spine nice and long. With your next inhale, both arms reach up overhead. Exhale, open the arms out wide to a T. Beautiful. Check in with shoulders, melt them away from the ears. Navel draws in. Nice, strong core to keep us upright. And with your next exhale, eagle arms right under left. Now, a modification for eagle arms is taking a single bind, bringing backs of the hands to touch, or staying with a hug. Activate the arms. Elbows come to shoulder height. Reach through those elbows. Inhale, lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round down, chin towards chest. Inhale, sit up, reach up, look up. And exhale, round it down. Inhale to come back up through center. Arms open out wide to a T. And with your next exhale, eagle arms left under right. Or any variation. Activate the arms, reach through those elbows. Feel the back body start to open up as you reach and lengthen. Inhale, lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, round it down, chin towards chest. Inhale, sit up, reach up, look up. Moving only as far as it's comfortable in your body. Exhale, release and round. Inhale to come back through center, arms open out wide. Reaching arms up overhead, we'll release them all the way down. And then make our way to tabletop or all fours, either rolling over the knees or sweeping both feet to one side. Now engaging the core, supporting low back, hands gripping the mat while pressing the floor away. Inhale, cow pose, dropping belly, lifting heart and tail. Exhale for cat, press the mat away, round the spine, tuck the chin. So inhale for cow, heart shines through. And exhale for cat, like a scared Halloween cat. Continue to move with the pace of your breath, warming up the spine with our cat and cow. that nice flat back. We'll tuck the toes under, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Head drops between the biceps, tailbone lifting into the air. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, audible release out the mouth. With your next inhale, release to the knees, tabletop. Dynamic movement, here it comes. Exhale, sit the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, come back to table. Exhale, down dog, hips up and back. Inhale, table. Exhale, sit back on the heels. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. 3 more, there's your pattern. Inhale, table. Exhale, sit the hips back. Inhale for table. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Keep it going. Table. Sit it back on the exhale. Coming back up. Down dog. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale for table. Sit it back. Nice breath. Lift the hips on the exhale. Now hold the body here. Keep the breath moving. Find some movement in your downward facing dog. Walk your dog by pedaling the legs. Wag your tail by movement through the hips. Coming back to stillness, we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Audible release out the mouth. With your next inhale, right leg lifts into the air, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, hugging the thigh into the chest. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg back and up. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. 1 more, crunch. Inhale, send it back. This time on your exhale, step that front foot through, coming to high crescent lunge. Next inhale brings the torso upright, arms reach up overhead. Beautiful. We are up on the toes of the left foot, the back foot. Beautiful. Shoulder blades melting down the back ribs. Core is engaged. So bring your back foot up onto the toes. Oh, because we're working the top of the mat. Okay, beautiful. Excellent. Now with your next exhale, hands return all the way down to the mat. Inhale, step to the top of the mat, half lift. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and with your exhale, release forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up overhead, bringing palms to touch. Exhale, into the heart, Anjali Mudra. Beautiful. Release the arms, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift on the inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, fold. Plant the hands, right leg steps back, low runner's lunge. So grounding the right knee to the earth. Hips are pulling towards the top of your mat. Shoulder blades melting down the back ribs. Check in with that front leg. Stack the ankle beneath the knee. With your next inhale, half splits. Walk yourselves back, stacking the pelvis over that right knee. Left toes flex, draw the toes up and back. Inhale, returning to the top of the mat, releasing the pelvis, lifting the heart. With your next inhale, half split, send it back. Feel that left hip pulling, reaching towards that wall behind you, crown of the head lengthens. With your next inhale, top of the mat. I'll take it one more time. With your inhale, walk it back, half splits. If there's space in your practice to fold over the extended leg, feel free to intensify if that's what your body needs. With your next inhale, coming back to the top of the mat, we'll tuck the back toes, lifting that back knee. Inhale, step back into plank, top of a push-up. Take a vinyasa or head straight to downward facing dog. We'll meet there. Once those hips are up and back, 3 complete belly breaths. Bring yourself back. Look up towards the hands, bend into the knees, walk, step, or hop the feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart space. And releasing the arms to Tadasana. Beautiful. Take a moment here, eyes opened or closed, yogi's choice. Checking in with self. Bring the awareness to the feet. Feel the feet evenly ground into the mat. What does that mean? Your feet have corners, big toe mounds, inner heels, pinky toe mounds, and outer heels. Those 4 points on each foot press into the earth. Arch of the foot, make ear signals. Arch of the foot starts to energetically lift. Encourages the thighs to lift, the core to engage, the heart to lift, soften and release the shoulders. Crown of the head grows tall. We'll gently blink the eyes to open. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands. This time, walk both feet back into downward facing dog. Lift those hips high, tailbone reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog, keeping the hips level here. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Beautiful. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, hugging that thigh in. Inhale, send it back and up. One more crunch. Exhale. Press that core away. Inhale, 3-legged dog. With your next exhale, step it through to the top of your mat, coming into high crescent lunge. With your inhale, arms reach up overhead. Shoulder blades soften down the back ribs. Beautiful. So we're up on the toes of that back foot. It helps the right hip to reach towards the top of your mat. Shoulder blades are melting down the back ribs. Engage the core. Feel in your body if low ribs are flaring. Tuck them back in. You guys look pretty good. Awareness of breath. And with your next exhale, hands return all the way down to the mat. Inhale, step that back foot to the top of your mat. Half lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms sweep up overhead, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, undulate, mudra, hands to heart. Releasing the arms to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge of the hips, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen, sits bones press back. Exhale, forward fold, hands to mat, left leg steps back, low runner's lunge. Ground the left knee to the earth. As you release through the hips and the pelvis. Oh, I'm sorry. As you release through the hips and the pelvis, hips are drawing forward. Shoulder blades melting down the back ribs. Check in with the front leg, ankle beneath the knee. The stacked joints keep the knee nice and safe. Inhale, half splits, walk yourselves back, lifting the right toes up and back, right hip pulls back. Inhale, returning to the top of the mat, release the pelvis, lift the heart. Round 2, inhale, half split, send it back. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head, breathe into the sensation. your next inhale, bring it back up, top of the mat, low runner's lunge. We'll take it one more time with your inhale, half splits. Option to fold over the extended leg, only if you're looking for more. Just depends on you and your practice in this moment. With your next inhale, bring it back up to the top of the mat. Tucking the back toes to lift that knee. Your next inhale, right foot steps back into plank. Top of a pusher. Yeah, top of a pusher. Take a vinyasa or opt to skip and meet in down dog, lifting those hips up and back. Once those hips are up and back, 3 complete belly breaths. Can you deepen and lengthen the breath here? What is the nervous system doing? How is it responding? We'll send the gaze up to the top of the mat, bending into the knees, walk, step, or hop the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, half lift, lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, release, forward fold. Maybe some gentle movement here, head, neck, torso. Go with whatever the instinct is. If you're not sure about an instinct, well, get curious, start to move. See if the body even is into that sort of thing. Making your way back to center. We'll bring hands to hips. Inhale, press up tall. Exhale, release the arms, Tadasana. Beautiful. Let's come to the long edge of our mat. Let's turn and face the windows, please and thank you. Wide leg stance, feet are parallel. Coming into warrior 2 to the right. Right toes pivot to the short edge of your mat. Bending into the knee, stack the knee over the ankle. Ground through both feet as you reach the arms out at shoulder height. Check in with the shoulder blades. Melt them back down the back ribs. Beautiful. Awareness of breath. You ever get curious as to what the back arm or hand does in warrior 2? Because right now, it's not in your field of view. You can always turn and look at it. Why would we ever do that? You learn about yourself. I know on my yoga journey, that back arm would just do whatever it wanted. It would fly off. It was not connected to my warrior 2. So I had to keep looking back and remind myself, feel 100% of my body in every asana. Whether or not I feel it's part of it participating or not. It's attached, it's participating. With your next inhale, reverse your warrior, back palm drops, front arm reaches up, maybe back. Keeping the bend in that front knee. Lower body has forward momentum towards the, I know it's confusing, forward momentum towards the back of the room. Upper body, backward momentum towards the front of the room. Now let's come back through warrior 2, gazing over those right fingertips. Coming to extended side angle, front elbow to knee. Left arm circles out, reaching long through left fingertips. Roll the left shoulder back, open the chest towards the windows. Beautiful. Reversing it out, arms sweeps down, lifts us back through warrior 2. Straighten through that front leg reverse triangle, reach it up and back. Beautiful. Coming back through center for full triangle, full trikonasana. Reach the torso towards the back of the room. Right hand drops as left arm reaches into the air, stacking the shoulders and opening the chest towards the windows. Bring awareness to the right hip. Tuck the hip under. Left hip rolls back. Now with your next inhale, left hand lifts you up out of triangle. We'll reverse it one more time. Coming back through center, pivot the feet back to parallel. Warrior 2 to the left. Gazing over the left fingertips, relax the shoulders, grow tall through the crown of the head. Feel your feet ground and press into the earth. The feet are the foundation. They're holding you here, nice and strong. The more you actively are aware of feet grounding and pressing down, the more the muscles hug the bone, engaging the legs. The legs are nice and strong here, holding you. With your next inhale, reverse your warrior, reach it up and back, keeping the bend in that left knee. I promise you, I don't make a ton of promises, but I promise you, your body will hold you much longer than your mind will tell you it can. Releasing to come back through warrior two, extended side angle, front elbow to knee, back arm sweeps down, we circle the chest and shoulder open, reaching long through the right fingertips, grounding through the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Awareness of breath. Left hip tucking under, right hip rolls back. And then reversing out, arm sweeps down, warrior two. Straighten through that front leg, reverse triangle, front arm reaching up and back. Keep the chest open towards the windows. Beautiful. Releasing back through center, full Trikonasana, reach towards this front wall. When the torso says, nope, we're not going any further, left hand drops, right arm reaches towards the ceiling. Top shoulder is rolling back to keep the chest nice and open. You are breathing. Awareness of the right hand on the inhale, it lifts you up out of triangle, reverse it one more time. Beautiful. Big cartwheel down, hands come to the mat, framing that front foot, back foot up on the toes, runner's lunge. Inhale, step back into plank, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Once those hips are up and back, 3 complete belly breaths. On your third exhale, making your way into child's pose. Take a moment to reconnect with self. If any questions have come up, feel free. Whatever you need in this moment. Maybe it's just coming back to your intention and your breath. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Deep inhale through the nose. Audible exhale out the mouth. Inhale to press up through tabletop. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Well, inhale, right leg lifts into the air. Bend into the knees, stack the hips, open the hip up towards the window, reaching that right knee up towards the ceiling. Now find some movement through this right hip. Draw nice big circles with the knee. I once had a teacher say, imagine you had a marker on your knee. Give me some relief. Take those circles both directions. Keep grounding through the hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Send that leg long, hips are level. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, hugging the thigh in towards the chest. Inhale, send it back and up. Exhale, crunch, right knee, left elbow, crossing the midline. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Let's take fallen triangle. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. We'll kick that right foot out to the left towards our beautiful big leg wall. Left arm opens. Beautiful. Fine. You got it. Want me to get you back into it? So crunch knee to nose. Step the foot to the left. Open the left arm. This arm. Over.
Oh.
There you go. Yes, see you can do it, and you put. Exhale, return the hand to the mat. Inhale, step that leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing foot returns. Pedal it out, find some movement. Come on down to the knees, tabletop.
What is that one called?
Fallen triangle. Is that the first time you've done that?
Yes.
Yes! It's a hard one, especially if you've never done it and you've never seen it. To get into it, it's like, wait, where are we going? What? And you forget it. I love it. So that being said, we are going to get it on the other side, but before you're upside down and balancing precariously, ask me questions. What are the things? Would you like to see it?
Yes, without.
Yes, I would like to.
Okay, okay. So I'll show you the direction we're about to go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna add the crunches because that's just a waste of demonstration time. So we just did our 1, 2, 3 crunches. We bring that knee back in. Hey, Patrick. We're gonna kick the left foot out to the right. So it's crossing the midline. Opposite side of the body. And then we open that arm back, heel spins down. Is this okay? Sure. Is this okay? Sure. Is this okay? Sure.
That's even better.
Is it the shape? Yeah. How would you then get out of it from this?
Fall. No.
There you go. Now that you've seen it, questions?
No, I think I did.
They'll come up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Call me. All right, let's meet in downward facing dog. Please and thank you. All right. Next inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, opposite elbow, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now here comes fallen triangle. Crunch, knee to nose. Kick that left foot out to the right. Open the right arm. Yes. Find your breath. Ground through the hands. Lift the hips. Lift it up. Exhale, replace the hand to the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing. Release to tabletop. Nice work, yogis. How did that one feel?
I think it's more scary.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna.
For sure. Thank you for saying that. A lot of yoga asana can definitely be described as scary, especially when it's new in our body. And maybe looking back, and I know you've practiced for a while, you've got some time on you. Maybe there's an asana, something way back when you first started yoga that seemed scary, and now you do it almost every single time. So it's with practice that we build up the confidence, we build up the proprioception and the muscle memory, and we also build up the strength to endure what we are doing. We've got this. What do? We just keep practicing. Let's make our way into child's pose. Please and thank you. Now make it an active child's pose. How do we activate child's pose? It's all in the arms. How do we know that? Because the hands are the foundation. And the more you actively ground through the fingertips, knuckles, and heels of the palms, what happens? Wrists and forearms lift off of the mat. The arms are reaching out overhead, arms nice and long. Feel that extension through the shoulders. Relax the shoulder blades so they melt down either side of the rib cage. Now inhale, feel the spine lengthen, and on your exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Left hip continues to ground down towards left heel. This is working to open up the left side body. So breathe into that left lung. With your next inhale, walk the hands back through center, and on the exhale, take the hands to the left. Now notice in your body any differences or similarities from side to side. Remember, we don't force ourselves to look the same, but we want to try to find more even level of sensation. With your next inhale, walk it back to center. We'll press up into tabletop and meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts into the air. Exhale, step that foot through. Coming into extended side angle. Back heel spins down. Right hand comes to the inside of right foot. Open up the left arm. Now you might be on a block. Block might be a really nice thing here. Now bring the back of the left hand to your low back. It's the start of the bind. If you feel confident and want to go for the full bind, right hand reaches beneath the right thigh. That left hand is at the low back. Maybe they meet. Maybe they don't.
No thanks.
There you go. Listen to your body. I like it. Now, if you took the bind, release the bind, extended side angle. Hand to the mat, come up on the back toes, lizard. Both hands on the inside of that front foot. Take any variation of lizard that you normally practice. What are some options? Maybe the back knee grounds. Maybe there's a fold in your lizard. Find your breath. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back up to hands if you found your fold. With your next inhale, right leg back and up, 3-legged dog. If you've got that back knee down, just tuck the toes, lift it up. Exhale, downward facing dog, walk it out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, top of the mat. Coming into our extended side angle, back heel spins down to the mat. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot. Open up the right arm. Back heel spins to the earth, stabilizing that back leg. Beautiful. Now bring the back of the right hand to the low back. Top shoulder rolls back. Keep the chest open. If you want to go for the full bind, left arm reaches beneath the left leg. Maybe you find the hands back there. Maybe you don't. Awareness of breath. Release the bind. Right hand comes to the mat. Come up on the back toes. Lizard lunge. What variation fits your body in this moment? Take that one. Stay with your breath. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come up to hands. With your next inhale, step that left leg back into that 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing, pedal it out. Look up towards the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. stand tall, arms reach up overhead, bringing palms to touch. Exhale, undulate mudra. Tadasana. Beautiful. How was it? So I learned that new transition. I like it. I think it does all right. Maybe not for beginners, but hey, welcome to slow. Anyone get the bind? Anyone surprised they got the bind? Or got close? Yeah, nice. You just keep practicing, that's all it is. And what happens if you never get the bind?
Fire.
You're fired. Is that what you said? Fired, get out of my studio, you're done. Patrick jokes. Yes. Pardon?
Did we open our left hip? Or do I just not remember it?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Was your left side tighter?
We haven't done it yet, so I don't know.
Well, we did both the extended side angle and bind. Was the side towards the windows more difficult for you?
No, I got pretty close.
Okay.
Sides, I think.
So I did miss the working the hip, the bending